Well, good evening, YouTube. Good evening, Grumble. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're all doing well. How's your day been? Good, bad, Hopefully not too cold. I know it's been a bit chilly here. Alright. Brogur, I've returned.
You've done well.
Thank you again for your service. I don't like that there are so many orcs in Moria, but I am particularly troubled by the presence of those of the White Hand. Either they followed us somehow, or they were here first. Neither of these possibilities bodes well for my folk. Our folk. Alright, what do we got? We have an axe. It doesn't have, like most axes, it has might instead of vitality on it. But we're going to take it. We might end up using it after all.
You should help my dwarves unearth the buried chamber of records.
The White Hand will have to wait, Thormurn, because War has sent me word that he wants your help. You remember War, don't you? He supervised the opening of the Holland Gate and has a very high opinion of you, as do we all, of course. His team of workers have been excavating the Chamber of Mazarbul, the Chamber of Records, just located north of 21st Hall and on the right. Walk there and speak with War about the task he has for you. We will discuss the White Hand problem upon your return. Well, we just visited that place last time and did the riddle there. And we're already going there for a quest. Woo! Could probably get on a goat, but you know what? It's not that far away. We do have quite a few rings in here. I'm pretty sure there's a quest sequence that would lead us to talk to somebody in the 21st Hall that would start the whole chain of quests. Barring that, I might just start taking the quests and doing them. Oh, hello, Drive-By. Happy Tuesday to you. You say it looks good? Great. Hopefully you had a good Tuesday. War. Hello, War.
Something collapsed the roof of this chamber. I know not what.
There you are, Thormurn. I have some work for you if you don't mind getting your hands dirty. This place was called the Chamber of Mazarbul because it once stored important records of its day. At some point during the long years that Moria stood empty, the ceiling seems to have collapsed. As you can see, the whole room has been filled with rubble and debris. We're trying to search through the debris for anything of interest we can find. Help my dwarves with this task and bring me anything noteworthy. Alright, so you want me to go through the debris. And I cannot remember exactly which pile of debris it was. Ah, this one. Searching through the debris, you find a damaged book. Collected the Book of Mazarbul. Now, I thought I was supposed to give that to him, but apparently this is important enough to take it right back to Brogur.
If it were not for the prospect of finding Mithria, I would not have come here.
War flips through the damaged pages of the book and turns as white as a sheet. You should bring this to Brogur at once, Thormurn. This is not good. Well, he actually does respond when you talk to him about the book. You know what? I have never tried talking to him like that before. He did not seem particularly excited about this. Of course, I know why. But still, that was interesting. We got one ring here. We got 2 rings, 3 rings, 4 rings. Now, I don't know if all these rings are things we're going to want to be doing, but there are definitely multiple rings here. I like these doors. Get a closer look at them. Not that close. Yep, that's definitely some pretty nice dwarven work there. Alright, in you go. Oh, and speaking of dwarven work. This. Some sort of painting. Very blurry. There's definitely a dwarf in the foreground. What appears to be some sort of, perhaps a dwarven kingdom. It's in the mountains, so it has to be dwarven. Interesting. It's this one. Some sort of battle. See what appears to be war machines and a dwarf maybe shouting orders against them. Ah, goblin. Okay, interesting. Back to what we were doing, though. We're not here to critique the artwork.
I cannot bear to read this book.
Brogur takes the book from you and flips gingerly through some of the brittle pages. His breath catches as comprehension appears to dawn on him. This is the Book of Misadventures, and it seems to contain a record of Balin's settlement. It is grim reading, Thormurn. If you would be so good as to bring it to my cousin Bosie, he will want to see it. He has always had more of a stomach than I for records such as this. I do not want to read of their horrific end. It is enough for me to know that they are dead. Bosie is still in the Chamber of the Crossroads in Durin's Way. Yep, I know where it's at, thank you. You do not have to constantly keep telling me. If I've been there more than once, I should probably be spared the details of its location. But you know what? Let's see. Let's talk to a couple of these dwarves here. What do you want?
If we drive the orcs from Khazad-dum, will it be enough?
Greetings, friend hunter. I am Dari, and I hail from the Lonely Mountain. It is hard to believe we are truly treading the ancient path of Khazad-dum, is it not? It is enough to kindle a flame in the heart of even the stoniest dwarf. There is one thing in which I have a particular interest. The mirrors you may have seen about the 21st Hall. I believe there are 4 of them, and I have a theory about what they are for. Could you go and record some information about the mirrors, such as rotation, location, and so forth? I would like to study what you find. Alright, that's easy. What about you?
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
You want me to go to the rotting cellar? Okay, so that's going to take us down to waterwork. So we'll hold off on that one for the moment. Good to know it's there, though. I know you're not anyone I need to talk to. What about you? I don't need to talk to you. You're just like a crafting person. Alright, so 1 for certain so far. What about you?
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dum hangs in the balance.
I did the Fall of Moria. So I don't know why you're asking me to do the Fall of Moria again. I am not doing it again. Are you asking me because I never turned it in earlier? Is that it? Apparently, it wants me to do it again. Well, no thanks. Alright, so the only one we got for certain is this one to check the mirrors. That doesn't mean there aren't more. Either I haven't gotten the right sequence to unlock some others, or I just haven't found them yet. I have recorded an accurate description of this mirror. It's nice to know that Thormurn is accurate. This is actually one of those easier little quests to do. So that was the third and fourth mirror. We need to locate the first and second. So we did them out of order. Not a big deal. Well, actually, that might have been the third. This next one, I should know for certain which one that was. I hope. Luckily, here you don't have to do them in order. Okay, that was the first mirror. And that is the second mirror, so... In that corner should be the third mirror, and over there should be the fourth. Hello.
Dark things dwell now in Moria.
Good work, Thormurn. Now let me take a look at the recordings you made.
If we drive the orcs from Khazad-dum, will it be enough?
According to your own documentation, the mirrors seem to be pointed at one another from the four corners of the 21st hall. The only one that doesn't match the others is the third. I wonder, would you be so good as to return to the third mirror and give it a little push? I would like to see what happens if the angles align. Sure. That should be this mirror over this way. Yeah, I remember some other little quests in the 21st Hall to relight candles, clean up some rubble, things like that. Nothing major, just good for a little tiny bit of extra experience. Right. Done. That looks like all the others. I don't see a difference, so hopefully you did. First, 21st Hall is so big and so dark that would those mirrors really make that much difference? I mean, let's be honest. While the dwarves do beautiful craftsmanship, they could have chosen something other than this dark gray, almost black marble looking stone. Unless that was just what was built into the mountain. In which case, they didn't have a choice.
If it were not for the prospect of finding Mithril, I would not have come here.
Ah, light! I knew it! Mirrors are an ancient life system of Moria. This technology is brilliant, but it has long been forgotten. What an incredible discovery. You know, except I've only been doing this here and there. Never mind. We'll go ahead and take that. It's worth the most.
If we are to find Mithril in Khazad-dum, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
Do you have time enough to aid the expedition again? I would like you to speak with a friend of mine, a Goody. He has traveled deeper into Moria with the expedition, and I have yet to hear back from him. You can find a Goody down in the old waterworks in a place we call the Rotting Cellar, southwest of here, past the Silvertine Lode. I'm given to understand that it isn't considered the most comfortable post. Alright, we will grab it. That way at least we'll have it when we finally get down there, instead of scrambling to get it. Now we need to go to Chamber of Crossroads. And this time we're going to actually take our own goat, because I want to make a pit stop at that crafting instance and see if Thormurn can actually do that now. A lot of little side things to do in Moria. A lot of them. I mean, we haven't done Khazad-dum yet, or the Fanged Pit, which is right after Khazad-dum. There's what was on the other side of the Door to the Clouds, which was out in that snowy area. We haven't done any of that, but I know that there's some quests that lead there. There's the Halls of Doran, which has a whole bunch of stuff in it. There's the Waterworks. Trying to think of what else off the top of my head I could think of. There's the second hall. Has a bunch of quests. Then you go around to the first hall. There's the Redhorn Lodes. There's the Foundation of Stone. There is a ton left to be done in Moria. Like I said, this is a good place to farm LOTRO points, to get XP. It's just all around in general a good place to do stuff in the game. And it's fun, especially if you are quick to learn your way around the area, or if you're with somebody who knows their way around. Right, what do we got here? Misadventures bookend. What are you? Misadventures closing the book.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
Alright, that's level 57.
If we are to find Mithra and Khazad-dum, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
Greetings, traveler. I am Dari of the Iron Garrison. I've been sent here to evaluate the state of the library of Misadventures and recover any lost knowledge that may yet be found there. I've had a difficulty setting foot within the library, however. Something inside is organizing or influencing the rest. If its leadership is broken, the rest of those within should fall easily afterward. Go enter Misadventures and confront whatever passes for a leader inside. I don't care how you do it, short of setting the place ablaze. Alright, the Iron Garrison has created a diversion drawing the bulk of the intruders from the depths. They are permitting you access for 1 hour, during which time you may enter and exit Misadventures freely to complete the task bestowed upon you. However, after the hour has passed, the Iron Garrison can no longer guarantee your safety, and thus will bar access until they can once again muster an offense to draw the enemies. So this is a repeatable quest. It's a solo quest. I don't know why it's solo. But we're going to go ahead and accept it. And then we get a couple of side quests to go with it.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dum hangs in the balance.
The Iron Garrison's chief interest in this place is the recovery of ancient stratagem and tactic. Building plans, too, are of interest, but so far in my research I have seen far too many of these and not enough in the vein of creative offerings. Does that sound queer to you? That there would be interest in prose coming from someone of the Iron Garrison? Not at all. Not all of us hunger for a swift and violent reclamation of Khazad-dum. Some of us seek to revel in new discoveries and enjoy the art and prose of our long-lost brothers. Misadventures is a library. Within it there are many records, but I am most interested in those that pertain to the art of words, not the art of war. If you journey into this library and happen across any prose work, I would happily reward you in exchange for them.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
Greetings, good adventure. My name is Derry. Alright, I'm not going to read the rest of this. This one is just him asking us to defeat intruders. Now, when we get done, if we have enough tokens, I think it's tokens we need to open the cache. I cannot remember. Before we get started, we are of course going to eat, because we're not an idiot. Alright, all set up. Let's go on in. Now, I cannot remember this.
A rich history. Their scholars worked diligently, transcribing plans, tactics, and epic stories to parchment, so that they might remember the past.
I was going to say, I do not remember this one too incredibly well. Oh, but it looks like there's more wool in here. And male ones at that. So there are male harpies in here. Book of Dwarf Crows. Oh, there you are. Very, very dark in here. I love that crystal. Or, not a crystal, it's a geode. A gigantic geode. Nothing else here. It's incredibly difficult to see anything. And unfortunately, no, we don't have. Oh, look. Okay. We don't have any, like, torches that we can light the way with. I feel like I saw somewhere a ramp. Anything in here? No? I feel chip. Well, I see something in there. Man, amazing we managed to get that bat without attracting the others. The Book of Dwarf Crows. Now we have 4. I thought this was rather neat. This little, just random instances. Random crafting instances. Kind of fun. Make sure there's nothing on the other side before we go up the next ramp. I guess there's not, because that just goes down. Alright, what we got down here? Feel like we want to save that one for a minute. How did we collect dwarf crows from a bat? I don't know. But we got all the dwarf crows. We've actually even... Oh no, we haven't gotten all the dwarf crows. But we have killed all the mobs we need to kill. Anything in here? Nope, nothing. What about this side? Nothing there. And not here. So just a bunch of things to kill. Oh, because we already have the book. Oh, we managed to get everything already? We haven't even gotten to the top level yet. You proceed deeper into Misadventures, the light of the entrance fades. So that keeps going up. I'm not leaving anything alive while I climb higher into this place. I'm not giving anything a chance to be summoned if there's any summoning to be done. Target not in line of sight. Really? Okay. I guess I have to go through here. down here. Usual. Yep, usual. Oh, this place is neat. I guess private study rooms? I don't know why they would need need doors that look more like jail cells, but okay. Alright, come here. Oh, you stinker! You absolute little tool. Okay, nothing there. You near the end of Misadventures, a twinge of dread gnaws at the back of your mind. Which means there's a boss here. I'm kind of glad I went ahead and destroyed anything else, which I will happily continue to do. That must be Marvel Pain Singer. Where'd she go? That way. Alright, let's go back this way. It's got a few things to clear up. I don't know if she's actually the boss, but she's certainly bigger than the rest of them. She's going back over there. That's got to be a trap. If you hear any strange noises, that would be a cat. Say hi to the cat. I'm not even sure which one it is right now. I just know it's a cat. Alright, now she's going back that way. Hello, Nordic! You say just when you thought it was safe to delve in the deep halls of Moria, Maelstrom appears. Happy Tuesday to you! And we are definitely delving very deeply today. Having a little fun in one of the crafting instances before we continue. We are a little chilly, but otherwise doing alright. Now, which way is this little witch going? Back that way. Little witch. 15 degrees after wind chill, so I can sympathize with the cold. Not sure how cold it is here after the wind chill. I do know it's supposed to get down to like 18 tonight without the wind chill, so it's going to be pretty chilly. This is why I'm very glad I have an electric mattress pad, which is actually better than having an electric blanket, because your heat radiates up instead of down. Alright, you keep going that way. Yep, you keep going that way. We'll go take care of your slave over here now. Okay, 13 with wind chill. That's pretty chill. That's pretty chilly. All right, come on, you. Defeated the leader of the intruders. Without anybody to summon, she was relatively painless to take care of. Oh, and I forgot. One of the things we can do in here is get all sorts of scholar materials. Look at me being an idiot. Well, now that we're taking care of all the mobs, we can do that on the way out. Where is my track artifact? That's what I want. Yeah, that's one of the things that's good about these instances, is that you can get a whole bunch of materials if you need them. The better what, you being an idiot or being lost on your way to any location in the game? I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. I'll go ahead and use those. Get those out of my bag. Is there another one in there? Sure shooting there is. Too bad we can't take a few of these books with us. Of course, they probably fall to dust as soon as we touch them. I think it's more amusing to watch you getting lost and fall off stuff. Well, falling off stuff can happen here too. I'm not gonna lie. Just because I haven't managed to do that yet doesn't mean it can't be done. Oh, that's on the other side. Okay. I don't think there's anything anymore here. Better check in here. And oh, one right there. Get his scholarly materials. It's actually been doing pretty decent keeping up with his scholar crafting. You see, his farming is up to master, His cooking is up to master. His scholar is up to master. So he's managed mastery of all three of his crafting professions so far. You have to go? All right. Well, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you later. We should be doing Morrowind on Friday. Bye. So take care. Alright, if there's one up there, I'm just not gonna bother with it. Ah, but it's down here. None there. None there. One in here. Good thing they give us an hour. We still have 36 minutes left of the time they gave us. So including gathering all the materials for whatever instance you're in. Does not take that long to do this. Though I cannot remember if this is like... I know it's a repeatable, but I don't think it's a daily repeatable. I'll find out in just a second. Alright, that's it. We managed to get almost a half a stack of those. It's actually really good. Alright, sir. Bookend.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
You're certainly a handy one to have around when skulls and shells need to be cracked. I will give you that. As promised, here's your compensation for your efforts. Now don't look at me like I've shortchanged you. Given my own competency in combat, I'm certain I will have additional opportunities to hire you in the future. So I got an Iron Garrison Resource Token.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
The dwarves of Khazad-dum had an interesting sense of timing. While it is different from what I expected, I am still heartened to see the wealth of artistic writing you have found within Khazad-dum. As promised, here's your reward. It is not a fine copy of a great dwarf playwright's works, but it is something you could find useful if you had enough of them. And...
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
You have returned with the glow of victory about you. That is good. We will certainly have an easier time of it within the Khazad-dum now that the ranks of the enemy are in disarray. So I ended up with 3 of those iron tokens. And I am missing the required key.
How may I be of service to you?
So I can get a Lothorian gold leaf from him for 3 tokens. Or I can just hold on to those tokens for now. Well, that was fun. That was a fun little aside. And it did look like it can be done daily, because it said it reset in 7 hours. Most stuff in the game reset at 3 a.m. Eastern. It seems to be the standard reset time for stuff. Now, we would have done the other one too, except it does say it's for level 57. And Thormurn might be able to do it, but I imagine it would take him a lot longer, and he would probably get his butt kicked a few times. So, we'll wait till he's a little bit higher level to tackle that one. Especially since I know even less about it than I did about the other one. We're talking to Bosie. Hello, Bosie.
This looks to be grim reading, but I will do so from the beginning.
What have you brought me, my friend? Bosie leaves through the book, and a look of deep sadness settles upon his features as he comes to understand what the brittle pages are saying. This is a record of Balin's expedition, and tells of their unhappy end. At least we know now what befell our kin in Moria. Black pit, indeed. Or so it seems in my grief. I will read it from the beginning. But in the meantime, I would have your help with another matter, so that I may devote my attention to this.
The dwarves of my expedition are getting restless.
One of my dwarves, a miner by the name of Swina, has taken it upon himself to attack the goblins of the Silvertine Lodes. He has the strength of limb to match his headstrong nature, but there are too many goblins in that place for even him to conquer alone. Wait, do not leave for Gamilfalit just yet, for that is not where my dwarf has gone. Swina believes the goblins have a home in the waterworks, and I heard him vow to follow the mining tracks that run through the Silvertine Lodes down to the flooded deep themselves. Look for the southernmost tracks on your map. You will find Swina searching there for goblins. I will continue to read from the book of Mazarbul, Thormurn, but you must journey to the southernmost reach of the Silvertine Lodes to dissuade Swina from his foolhardy mission. I do not doubt that he will slay many goblins, but he will not know when to retreat. You must find him and rescue him from his own folly. Alright. Rescue mission activated. We will go
These
rescue
halls will be great once more.
one dwarf. And we're going to be lazy and take the stable to... well, partway there. So we gotta go from here to Dolven View, from Dolven View down to the Deep Descent, and then from the Deep Descent, I'm pretty sure I know where he's at. It's not gonna be far from where the doors to the old Silvertine City are. Now, I keep forgetting the stable ride takes us on a strange route. And I should probably think about cleaning out my bags. It'll hold. It'll hold for a minute. Serena, who's an idiot, who wants to get himself killed. Woo. A little bit of a wild ride there. What I get for trying to steer while looking at my bags. Oh, you stinker. Alright. Little stink bug. He's gonna be right over there. Fortunately, still alive. Excuse me, what the heck are you doing?
It is said that Durin's bane dwells here, though we have not seen it.
Bosie wants me to return to the Chamber of the Crossroads? I cannot do that now, Thormurn. There are goblin next to you. Come, fight by my side. Block, servant. Ah, more of them. Thank you, my friend. Return to Lord Bosie and tell him the goblins have long memory. So you're going to stay here. You're an idiot. You know that, right? Huh? You know that? You're an idiot? You're a dooless? You're a dumbbutt? I do not have the proper training to get that. Ooh. I need to catch up with my gathering. Okay. Oh, no. #21st hall. Okay. And now that'll be on cooldown for an hour.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
But, oh well. It was the lazy way of doing it. And fun fact, as dark as this looks here in Moria, and it does look pretty dark, doesn't it? It used to be a lot darker in Moria. In fact, let me see. While we're riding, graphics, advanced graphics, lighting. Do I have any way? Really don't, do I? Ambient light. Ah, brightness. That didn't do much, did it? Wow. I did change the brightness, didn't I? I mean, I went down by 50% and it didn't do jack diddly. Oh, I know what it is. It's not the brightness I need. Gamma. Maybe not that either. So, neither of those really made a difference. I was going to try to give you a demonstration of what it used to actually look like in Moria, but unfortunately, it's really not letting me change the brightness unless I have to wait until I'm off the stable ride for it to take effect. So I guess we'll have to wait a minute to find out. Which wouldn't make sense. At least it wouldn't make a ton of sense. But yeah, this is actually bright and airy compared to what it used to look like when you went to Moria. Oh, I bet I know what it is. The goat has a light on it. Alright, now, without the goat, let's go out here and look. That is a little bit darker. Still not quite as dark as it used to be, but I think you can tell the difference now.
Thank you for saving Swaina, from the goblins and from himself.
You found Swaina. I'm glad, for he is strong of arm and valiant. We will have need of him for many days to come. I hope he does not get himself into trouble before then. I have read more of the Book of Mazarbul.
I am worried that the account in the Book of Mazarbul might happen again.
It is worse than I expected, Thormurn. Balin's final lot was grim. I have not yet read all, but there is much here we should take as a warning. They were greatly outnumbered, but seemed not to know this until it was too late. Return to the Chamber of Leadership off the 21st Hall, and tell my cousin Brogur to be more cautious. I am worried that if we do not take lessons from Balin's expedition, we may be doomed to his fate. Perhaps I am overreacting. Indeed, I hope that is the case. Regardless, bring my warnings to Brogur as quickly as you may. So you want me to go back? Okay, very good. While we're here, though, is there a... There is. What we got here? Elegant wings? Nope. Creepy skin? Nope. Broken longbows? Nope. Okay, so I can sell all that stuff at my earliest convenience then. Very good. I don't mind making a bit of extra coin. Why do you now have another quest?
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I will empty my bags then.
Once there was trade between the dwarves of Moria and the elves.
That one I'm familiar with. That's a little better. Wait. Now that's better. And what do you need?
What foul and nameless things we face in Moria.
All right.
I know not.
You have been a great help to us, Thormurn, and if you haven't been that way yet, you may want to head east to the 21st Hall and see our encampment there. The 21st Hall was one of the greatest halls in all of Moria in its day. It will soon be again if we are successful. The hall can be reached most directly by the road that leads east from here. You can reach it by the passage that leads southeast out of the Chamber of Crossroads. Alright, I know where it's at. Thank you for the directions. So you want me to find the western gate of the 21st Hall.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dum hangs.
And I'm not going to read this one. He basically wants me to map the passageway between here and the 21st Hall. Alright, so that's easy enough, but it does mean we don't get to stable back. You found a good section to draw on the parchment. You have drawn this part of the winding way on the parchment. So they call it the winding way. And I guess that is probably the most appropriate description of this ever. The winding way. It pretty much is. Alright, here's the next section. So that is the second section. I think there's 4, maybe 5. You gotta love how they tell us to do all this. We've been back and forth on this a couple of times now. Okay, here's 3. And while we're here,
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dum.
so 6 of those tokens will get me an Iron Garrison resource key, which would open that and allow me to take some crafting resource. Or I could use them to get runes that will boost XP on my legendaries or specific materials. Alright, thank you, sir. That's all I needed to know right now. So we're looking for the 4th section. I used to think that this was a hole, and if you went in it, you would fall to your death. It's just a deep puddle. But yeah, I would avoid that thing like the plague. Thinking I would literally fall to my death in that. Alright, that is the 4th one. And head to the final section. So, I noticed a lot of things are named Zeagle. Zeagle must be the word for mithril. Because Zeaglebert is the mithril axe. Enter the 21st hall and draw it on the parchment to complete the map. Talk to War in the Chamber of Mazarbul. Finish the map. And we'll tuck that away for later. Because we'll be back in the Chamber of... We'll be back at Crossroads eventually. And then we can turn that one in. I'm not making a special trip out there for it. He is not in that much of a rush for it. Now let's talk to War.
If it were not for the prospect of finding Mithria, I would not have come here.
What's this then? Lickman sends word from the western halls of Doran's Way, does he? Good, I am happy enough to hear he still lives, for these are deadly halls. I suppose you're here to lend a hand and not just to see the sights? Though they are fine enough for any. That should hopefully unlock a couple other quests here in 21st Hall. I don't know for certain yet, but I'm hoping that's the case. Yeah, there's the map, which we get to hold on to for a bit. Now we need to go talk to Brogur and give him his cousin's warning. Which he will hopefully not just pish-posh away.
Bosi is worried for nothing. This time will be different.
My cousin has always worried too much. Balin came to a bad end, yes, but this time it will be different. Look at all the victories we have already, and in so short a time. We will be fine, Thormurn. Do not heed Bosie's groundless worrying. He always does this. Moria has cost us so much already. Surely the worst is behind us.
My nephew has come up with a daring plan. You should ask him about it.
My nephew Bori has come up with a daring plan, Thormurn. He conceived a diversionary strike against a certain hall in the deep to draw the orcs of the White Hand from their camp. This way a second group can enter the camp and defeat its leader. It will be dangerous for both groups, but it is a good plan. Imagine it. With one axe blow, we will cut off the head of the White Hand presence in Moria. Bosie's fears will be assuaged in the face of such victory. Will you help my nephew Bori with the preparations for the strike? He grieves still for Browan, and feels that he must earn honor doubly, for himself and for my slain son. If the strike is successful, he will have done so. Yep, he pish-poshed it away. You're an idiot. Okay.
We need weapons and armor that can be repaired or melted down.
Even if my plan goes smoothly, both groups of dwarves will be in danger. Orcs of the White Hand are deadly, and there is sure to be fighting. We're low on equipment, though, and certainly lack the armor and weapons my two teams will require. If you could find dented armor, broken blades, and cracked shields on orcs throughout Zalimelech, the Red Horn loads, and within their camp, this equipment might be repaired. If they are too damaged, we could melt them down and use them to make new weapons and armor. In either case, I will be able to equip my team with the weapons and armor victory will require. You're an idiot.
My plan requires as many courageous dwarves as will volunteer.
I will need the help of the bravest dwarves of this company if my plan is to succeed, Thormurn. One group will make a feint against the Gordit Junction on the eastern road, and I will lead the other against Stagnok, the encampment of the White Hand. Speak with the dwarves in the 21st Hall, and recruit as many as you can for my mission. Bring to their minds visions of honor and of valor, for there will be both in great supply. Once the White Hand is driven from Moria, we will have peace beneath the mountains. You're still an idiot.
I need to know the lay of Stosnok if my plan is to succeed.
One team of dwarves will lead a diversionary strike on an outpost on the eastern road in order to draw the main body of White Hand orcs out of their camp, Stosnok. At that time, a second group will stealthily enter Stosnok and defeat the White Hand leader. I need information about these locations, Thormurn. Examine the strength of the force along the eastern road and become familiar with the layout of Stosnok. I want you to collect barrels of black powder from within Stosnok and return them to me. We must deprive them of this dangerous weapon wherever we can. Investigate these locations and return to me with any information you discover. My father is always telling me that information is among a dwarf's mightiest weapon. How we wield the information you bring back will determine the success of my plan. And you are a big idiot. Alright. So it looks like we're headed somewhere I wasn't expecting to head so soon. Focus bow critical multiplier. Okay, I can break that down. And I can put that away. But yeah, we're heading somewhere I wasn't expected to go so soon. The Red Horn loads. We haven't even done... several other things we haven't done. Excuse me, good sir.
Welcome to Khazad-dum.
Go ahead and dump this stuff off. And this one I can go ahead and break. It's only worth 20 ancient script, but it's better than 0. I'm trying to think. I mean, we will end up down in Waterworks eventually. What is the best way to get down? Well, first off, we can talk to dwarves here. At least that is here in the hall. And see how many of them agreed to this harebrained scheme. Alright, we're not gonna sit here and read... Hold on, I need a drink of water. We're not gonna read their whole response unless it's really funny. Or not very long.
These halls will be great once more.
Alright, he says no. In fact, he was quite belligerent about it.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dum.
He also says no. He has respect for them, but he thinks it's a harebrained scheme. Good, I'm not the only one. Glad to know it.
Azog's folk have not yet fully repaid for the crimes against us.
Okay, that's one yes. Stilling will join. It's still a harebrained scheme. But now at least he has some help.
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
Um,
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
And he says no, he doesn't like such plans. Alright, so that is 3 no's, 1 yes.
Orcs of Moria have much to account for.
That is 4 no's and 1 yes.
I will help Ori with his errand. Great honor will be ours.
And that is 2 yeses and 4 no's. So, 33% of the dwarves surveyed say they will help. That is not a lot. If he's only getting a 30% approval rating, that means out of every 100 dwarves he asks, he's only going to get about 33 helpers.
Those are all the dwarves who volunteered? No matter, it's fine.
Wonderful. Have you found brave dwarves to execute my plan? Ori listens as you tell him of Stilling and Willie, the volunteers you recruited. He waits expectantly for more, and then his face falls. That's all. Only 2 dwarves. How can this be, Thormurn? That is barely enough for one group. Well, I'm sure you did your best. I will manage somehow. That is 1. 1 down. Next step is to collect armor. I know where we could collect some armor at. Oh, we've already gotten one. So we can get it from killing the orcs, or we can find it on the ground out here. This way, why we came out this way. Mixture of the two usually works best. That way you're not beholden to the game and RNG to give you what you need. Kind of surprised there's usually at least a couple orcs hanging around here. It was incredibly empty in this spot. Well, while we're here, yet another mirror. By swiveling this mirror back into place, you will help to restore the old lighting system in the dark and dangerous halls of Moria. It is a small victory for the dwarves' expedition, but a victory nonetheless. And what we got? Lag. Okay. Apparently there was a brief bit of lag as the game decided whether or not I was done with that quest. Oh, no, I don't think so. I think you should die. After I get done being unstunned. There. Kind of surprised he didn't crack when he did that. Okay, so now we are officially dealing with lag. The lag I was dealing with earlier apparently was not lag. It was something to do with OBS not liking the game for some reason. This is lag. So, oh, is it lag, but we're just connecting from the server. Oh, wait, we're back? Not yet. My connection to the chat server has been lost. Ah. And I knew the exact moment I had reconnected because it finally let me know that his leg went crack. That was funny. That was actually funny. Yep, that would be more than just crack. That would probably be death blow. Second there, I thought that was an orc. It was just a wood deposit. I'll take that. Might as well. Running past it. There is a distinct lack of mobs in this spot. There used to be a lot more. It feels really empty here. How are we doing? 1 more armor, 5 more broken blades. Okay, 5 broken blades and 3 shields. Whoop. Almost missed that. Anything else? Cracked shield over here? Oh, sure enough there is. I missed it. 3 more blades. Okay, 2 more blades. Whoa. Like to look at where I'm going, not the ceiling. The ceiling ain't that pretty. That right there leads over to second hall eventually. Wait. I went the wrong way. I think it still stands. There's actually a stable here. No, that leads to the second hall.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dum.
Random stable. Wasn't that necessary? Oh, here's another one of the crafting instances. This one
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
looks like... Not sure.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
Oh... I want to say this is going to be for leather. I can't be 100% certain about that, but that's what I want to say. Nothing from you. Ah, there we go. There's our final blade. So now we have all of the supplies that he asked for. Of course, that means that the dwarves have a long bit of work ahead of them, trying to get this stuff fixed up. Or at least melt it down and make new stuff. Second there, I thought there was a scholar deposit there, but turns out there wasn't. We got a ward rider up here. And a warrior. Easy peasy. I need to talk with Simbi about the mirror. Simbi should be somewhere in the middle portion here somewhere, I think. Yep, I see him. Hello, sir.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dum.
Ah, Thormurn, I wondered who brought the light back to this hall. Your efforts to restore the lighting system are a great endeavor, you know. It may seem a minor task, but I think this is a great deed. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Glad you like the light. Oh, we got an infused sapphire. Woohoo! We'll need that if we want to do the other instances. Excuse me.
Very little of these weapons and armor are salvageable, but they will have to do.
These will do nicely, Thormurn. Just the sort of thing I need in order to equip the two teams we're assembling. Some of these pieces can be repaired, and the rest will be melted down to make new equipment. What did I say? Melt it down and make new stuff. Well then, I'm not even a metalsmith, and I figured that out. We got... I already know that one. Oh, I don't know that one. Bag of hearty crumbs. Of course, that's just for a lore master, but still. A recipe is a recipe. The rest of that I can sell off. Oh, excuse me, sir. Buy my junk.
The merchant hulls of Khazad-dum lie in darkness now.
Okay, thank you very much. And what do we have here? Strength, quick shot, slow, and focus chant. I think I have one of those already, but it's a better version. Or something similar to it.
The Lords of Moria have returned!
Yep. Unique. Oh yeah, that one's a lot better. This is only worth 20 ancient script disenchanted. That one's worth 60. So, yep, we're gonna break that one. Thank you very much. I will happily take the scripts for that. How many of those do I have? 280. I feel like I should hold off for the 600 so I can get something decent for that act. Considering the act kind of showed up so late in the game, I want to give it something nice.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dum.
Chamber Crossroads. And while you're doing that, I want to look at the map. Oh, not that way. Great delving. Golden view. Silver time loads. Old Silver Time City. I think I know where we want to go. But first we have to get to Crossroads, turn that one quest in, and then head to Dolphin View. He's almost, I mean, he's very, very, very close to level 54. I think once he gets level 55, that's when he has to reforge his weapons. And maybe by then we'll have come up with a more creative title for them, huh? I do love the music. Hello.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
You drew this, Thormurn. Why, this is even better than the original. I appreciate the detail you put in. Have you not considered a career in map making? Whenever I travel the winding way, I will think of you. You have my thanks. Well, you're welcome. I didn't realize I had done that good a job. What did you want?
Perhaps soon we shall stand face to face with Lord Balin.
Yeah, I'll talk to somebody at the doors of the clouds later.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Alright, back to Dolanview. And yes, we're being lazy. We're being very lazy and taking stable rides right now. It must be like, I don't know, 500,000 steps up into Moria. Tell you what, it wasn't just the dwarves' arms that would have been strong down here. Their legs would have had to been quite powerful.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Silvertine work site. I believe that's where I want to go next. If it turns out it's going past where I want to head, I will certainly just hop off. For Frodo? Hello, Gaggins. Whoa! Let's not do the lag thing, though. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a good one. It did stop exactly where I wanted it to. Get rid of that. Those are annoying. We'll go down this way. I got a goblin following. He can follow me. I do not care right now. And the way of Smith. So, this is probably one of the easiest shortcuts ever to get between the Silvertine loads and redstone loads. Here's another set of doors at that end. Go through. Oh, sorry, red horn loads. Redstone. And we're on the red horn loads. well, I might as well grab that one here. It's actually one of the things I'm here for. And that one. Maybe it's just me, but it's feeling a little empty down here, too. Dang. I don't think I've ever had Moria feel this empty, mob-wise. Hello.
The Lords of Moria have returned!
Well, that's good for you. And we have found the Orc Watch. Let's go grab the stable down here. It should be around here somewhere. No, it's not. It's upstairs. I'm an idiot. Somewhere around here. Alright, where the heck is it? Unless they've removed that one and only left the one downstairs. There used to be a stable up here, too. I think they might have. I think they might have removed the stable up here. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But I guess to them it didn't make sense having two stables here. While we're here, dwarf trap. Carefully arm the traps. Okay. Ah, and it actually does work. Oh, and you can get damage from these things too. So I wouldn't suggest stepping in them. Alright, we need two more. Oh, you're a... Never mind. I was gonna say, you won't follow me. One more trap. Be one over here. I probably jumped ahead of myself. There are probably quests out here from Orc Watch. But that's okay. We finished that. And we're down in the Orc Watch, down in Redhorn Lodge, which is actually a rather fun, if a little bit convoluted of a place. Although not as convoluted as some other places here. That was fun. Oh, look at all y'all respawned already. Just in time to die again. Can't remember the burning altar. Can't remember there's actually any quests in here anymore. There used to be. I only vaguely recall it though. Huh, that's interesting. Alright. Okay, that went back down. That went up. Goats. Ah.
I shall one day sell goblin heads as trophies.
Oh, well, really good. But in the meantime, can you buy my junk? Anything I need to know? Yes. I actually don't know that one. Hey. Hello, who are you? You are Avar.
We have seen naught of Durin's bane. Be wary if you journey into Moria.
Some of our finest dwarves are gone. Arkwatch was once a warmer place, but the day has come and gone when our old friends called this place home. It was a sad day when they parted for riches and fame in deeper parts of the Redhorn Lode. You should lament with my fellow dwarves here, who may have more words to say on the matter. I need to get back to my L.
Balin came, but we have heard no word from him.
Indeed, it feels empty here without them. Our friends set out for untold riches, but I have my doubts there is much left with all the orcs scurrying about down below, not to mention the Gredvig. Ingefast hinted to me, before they left, that he believed the Fellowship would part ways somewhere along the way. Ingefast wanted to stick together with all the dangers they might face down there. Some were intent on heading to the southern cavern, while Ingefast and Roar were interested in the rich ore found around the old mining tracts. Right, who else am I supposed to be talking to? No, not you over there. Who's Osur? Alright, where is Osur? Somewhere around here. Ah! I totally missed you. Sorry, dude.
These halls will be great once more.
Roar couldn't stop talking about the adventures he and his fellow dwarves would see down in Redhorn. He's a miner at heart, and he stayed here in Orkwatch for too long. His heart ached for the ore he knew was out there. If you see my dear old friend, please send my greetings. Isolf. Okay, Isolf is down there.
I am not sure Khazad-dum can be restored. The orcs have surely ruined it.
Our old friends have departed, and will be missed, but I do worry about them. They left with an ill goat, who was struggling to pull their supply wagon. I think their goat may have left a mess on the road behind them. Could you follow the road down towards the Redhorn Cavern floor, and make sure the dwarves made it out all right? Please take this shovel and help clear the road of the mess they left behind. Alright, so basically you want me to shovel goat shit. Okay. Not exactly what I expected for a quest. It definitely wasn't the first time I took it, and it's still not the, the 30th time I've taken it? Well, let's not go that way. I could have sworn there used to be mobs in here. Now that one I could be wrong about.
If it were not for the prospect of finding Mithril, I would not have come here.
Whoa, you smell right. Oh, did you clean up the road behind us? The goat pulling our wagon down from Orkwatch didn't seem too well. Thank you for cleaning up the mess. But please, quickly take it over to the pile near the goat. You're looking a little green from the smell, and I might join you soon.
I'm not sure Khazad-dum can be restored. The orcs have surely ruined it.
Other than our goat not feeling well, we've run into a lot of orcs who are in the way of the ore we came down here for. We didn't make it a night before the fellowship out of Orkwatch parted ways. Cooley took Audie with him to search the southern cavern for treasures and ore, and Knack went with Kathleen and headed east through the orcs. I worry about those two. I hope they made it wherever they were headed.
What foul and nameless things we face in Moria, I know not.
I'm glad our friends at the Orkwatch sent you to check on us. We didn't heed their warnings of trouble down here, and they were right. You came just in time. We have already had trouble with the Moria orcs lurking in dark places, but the White Hand orcs just march in and take what they want. Moria orcs once claimed most of the Redhorn lodes, but they let their guard down, and recently the White Hand stormed in and seized control of most of their territory. It's mayhem out there over our precious ore. You should join the fray, and while they're distracted fighting each other, we will have an opportunity to weaken them both. It's time to strike while the iron is hot. And then a bunch of other quests.
What foul and nameless things we face in Moria, I know not.
I was out scouting the movements of the orcs, and I overheard a pair of White Hand archers that wandered by. They didn't see me, and I was able to eavesdrop on their conversation. They mentioned that a White Hand raiding party assaulted the Moria orcs. They fended it off, but took many losses. It sounds like the White Hand is gaining control of the Redhorn. It would bode ill for all of Moria if they gain control of the resources here. Hunter, the only chance we have is if they maintain their struggle, while we work to weaken them both. I suggest that you begin by making sure the White Hand raiding parties cease their assault. Look for the White Hand raiding parties between the two tribes of orc encampment.
Hear me out, friend, for I have a tale of glory to tell.
Those blasted orcs are stealing our ore. It's intolerable to see them stealing what should be ours. dwarfs found and built the mines first. I wonder what they're finding in the veins they tapped into. It's one thing if they're smelting forms of iron or steel, but another thing entirely if they've managed to find mithril. Snatch ore from their dead orc fingers. It would be best to obtain ore from both tribes of orcs to see what they've found. Okay. So, I will go back up here, double check that we didn't miss anything, because I am not going down to do a whole bunch of quests. Come back up here and go, oh, I missed one. Well, shoot. Do I have anything? Oh, yeah, and our reward for that one quest was a petrified goat dropping. No, not kidding. That is a pocket item. I'm going to carry some goat poop in my pocket. 17 vitality, 151 finesse, 141 critical. It's actually not a bad pocket item. But it is a goat turd. I'm probably going to just sell that. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. So we got a whole bunch of quests to kill orcs. We have to find barrels of black powder, which are down there somewhere as well. But for now, well, I am going to take a moment to thank everyone that stopped by, starting with drive-by. As always, thank you for stopping in and letting me know everything looks good. Appreciate you. Thank you to Nordic for stopping in and saying hi. I hope everything's going okay with you. It sounded like you had to go in a hurry, so I hope everything's alright. And thank you to Mr. Gaggins. And yes, for Frodo. And for Gimli. But I appreciate you stopping in. Thank you very much. And for everyone else who stopped in, maybe you popped in and out. Maybe you stuck around a little while and watched but didn't say anything. Well, no, I still appreciate you. But next time, say hi. I promise don't bite. And tomorrow, we are going to, if time permits, do some Path of Exile 2. I will leave a community note if whether I'm able or not to do that. Friday, we will be back in Morrowind. And Sunday, we will be back here in LOTRO for some more fun with Thormurn. If you don't want to miss anything, well, you know what to do. Hit like, hit subscribe, do all the fun clicky things the website wants you to do. But, for now, thank you again. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful evening. Have a great Wednesday. And until next time, bye for now.